Last week on WOS Wrestling. There were snakes.
This is Viper, the powerhouse.
And there were ladders.
Inside that briefcase, a big opportunity.
Gabriel Kidd plucked himself a huge opportunity from the rafters of our arena. And for the first time in history, a new WOS Women's Champion was crowned. This week, will it be revenge or redemption for the prestigious one, Joe Hendry, as he goes up against the man who betrayed him and cost him tag team glory?
Dissension in the ranks.
It looks like Hendry wants a big old slice of revenge.
He won that huge opportunity, but will Gabriel Kidd find he's actually made a huge mistake?
How can you do that to him?
Oh my God!
And has anyone got what it takes to end Rampage's reign of terror in the heavyweight division? We're about to find out.
Welcome to the WOS Arena, and last week we saw history made when Kaylee Ray became our first women's champion. And talking of championships, Rampage may just have his work cut out for him in this episode.
Yeah, absolutely right, Alex. There is a man who's been banging on my door for the last 2 weeks, demanding a shot at Rampage's championship. Tonight, he gets it in our main event. It's Rampage the champ versus Justin Sysum.
Well, earlier today, we had big news coming out of our executive's office concerning former champion, the forgotten man, Grado. Let's take a look.
Oh! Big man! You need to listen up. You listening? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Listen. I was the people's champion. When I lost the title, people were crying, families were crying, children were crying at school. And now it's happened. I've been left to rot. I need another chance from you to prove myself. I can still
Grado,
be
let's get
champion.
one thing clear.
Come on.
I am the WOS executive, and part of my remit is to make sure wrestling is first and foremost on this show. I have to make sure that wrestling isn't a laughing stock, and the problem I have when I look at a man like you is that I have to ask myself, is this champion material? And unfortunately, the answer is a resounding no.
No. Well, the answer is aye. The answer is yes. There is plenty more magic in this bum bag. Please, give me the chance to prove myself one more time that I've still got it, big man.
Okay, Grado. Against my better judgment, I'm going to give you one last chance. But I need you to straighten up your act. I need this to be serious. I need this to be something that WOS can be proud of.
Serious? Right, you've got it. Let's do it. Let's go to the ring. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, Stu, you have given Grado what seems like a big opportunity.
Yeah, it may well be his last chance. I've told him I want a professional athlete. I want a new attitude for him. Let's see what he delivers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing to you firstly, weighing in at 235 pounds, from the top end of Stevenston, Scotland, it's Grado!
I mean, what have you done to Grado? He looks like an accountant.
What have you done to Grado, Stu? I'm disgusted.
And I have to say, I don't like the outfit. I'm not sure what that's all about, but this new attitude certainly seems a bit more professional. John is the joking. All right, let's see what he can deliver today. Right, you need to learn how to do a tie-up, Grado, by the way.
More like the artist formerly known as Grado.
Is he wearing a pair of flags?
And his opponent from London's East End, the Butcher, Sha Samuels!
Well, speaking of being disgusted, Sha Samuels, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to recognize him without CJ Banks and Rampage right behind him, like they are every single night.
Page, of course, is in our main event tonight. He'll be away preparing for that, and CJ Banks will be seeing him a little late tonight in a match too, which we'll get to a little later on. But this man, Sha Samuels, is a man I admire, the East End Butcher.
Look at the state of you. What are you trying to prove? No matter what you wear, you'll always look like a clown. Stupid little glasses on, rubbish tie. No one's ever going to take you seriously. Oh, listen up, Dafty.
There's some Grado still left in there.
I am taking this very serious. I'm taking it just as serious as Big Stu there. I've been going to the gym more. I've been walking my dog about 36 times a day now.
Wow.
I'm even walking other people's dogs. I am serious. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to prove how serious I am right now. Ring the bell!
He talks a good game. Let's see how he performs. I'm going to give him a chance.
But honestly, this isn't Grado. You've robbed him of his very essence.
Oh, and look at this. Sha Samuels can barely contain himself here.
Yes.
He looks like a school head teacher.
Let's not forget, Grado is indeed from Glasgow. They breed them tough up there, that much I do know.
Sha Samuels unstrains that big elbow, and Grado goes straight to a body slam.
Everybody loves a loser in this arena, it seems. Well, I might be the only one, but I love Sha Samuels.
And now Samuels applying that headlock to Grado.
He could be out of this thing.
Sha Samuels potentially would one day could be a WOS champion. He is literally that caliber, a real vet of the ring.
And talking of champions, our heavyweight champion, Rampage, will be in the main event against Justin Sysum. Stay tuned for that one.
The brutality of that, getting run over by a lorry in the middle of the ring is Grado. Just in a world of hurt. This business is not built for men like Grado.
And a sickening fun as Grado lands on the outside, and he's right down here by us now.
He's down on the floor, down in the gutter where he deserves to be.
It's a little harsh, Stu. Jeez. Gosh, Grado's trying his best out here. In his best dressed.
And look at the agony etched on the face of Grado. This is a man meeting reality. And when reality looks like Sha Samuels, it's a terrifying prospect. I don't even think Sha Samuels is paying attention to the referee's count here. He's out to do damage. I told you from day one, this man was not a star. He's not a professional.
And Tom Scarborough now to the count of 8. Grado just 2 seconds away from losing this contest. It's 9.
I'll tell you what he truly is, Stu. He's a former WOS champion, and you can't take that away from him.
Grado's championship reign will always be a stain on the history of WOS wrestling. That much I can tell you.
And Sha Samuels is that stain remover. Is that it, Stu?
Hold on. Look at this, Val.
This could be a career ender.
It's like a pole driver. That's been banded. He turns it into a backdrop. And now, from that, the momentum has changed for Grado.
Oh, here we go. We want to see that Grado fire. Remind us why he's Dave Meltzer's guilty pleasure. Come on, Grado. Oh, look at this.
Grado. And look at that. Grado gone in the tap that made those fans love him. And it looks like, the affection from that young man.
That must be Grado's biggest fan.
Has woken Grado from his sleep. And are we going to see the man that we all know and love return to the WOS arena?
That high five could have been the strength that he needs. Let's go, Grado.
Keep your clothes on.
Oh, look at this.
This isn't the Chippendales.
You did say you wanted those flares gone, Stu.
This is like the world's most emotional striptease.
Yes.
Grado returns. He is back. And Sha Samuels is in a world of trouble.
Yes. He's back in the game, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a clothesline. Strike there by Grado with a big right and a third and a fourth. Rocking the East End Butcher. And you know what's coming next, Stu? There he goes.
That is sacrilege.
How was that tribute?
That's not a tribute, that's an insult.
He pointed right at you, Stu. That one was for you. This is the Grado we all know and love. And the straps come down, the inhibitions come up.
We don't want to see it. Pull the straps back up.
Yes. I'm not sure Sha Samuels prepared for this much Grado.
Yeah, it has to be said, Sha Samuels in a world of pain right now. I was not expecting this at all.
Oh, and he goes for that Grado cutter, but Sha Samuels had it scouted and comes back with that huge lariat.
That I was expecting.
Say what you want about the tactics and the techniques of Sha Samuels. He is absolutely lethal in a WOS ring.
What a champion you can look up to. Someone like Grado.
I will never in my life look up to Grado in any way, shape or form.
Grado cutter, he gets the cutter. Tom Scarborough goes down. 2, it's a 3 and Grado wins.
He's back and he's better than ever.
And your winner is Grado!
Where on earth did Grado pull that cutter from?
Well, he pointed directly at you. Stu Bennett, Grado has made a statement, and the statement is, no matter what you say, he's back.
Up next is a huge matchup. Don't go anywhere. WOS action continues.
This is sports entertainment. We're all trained athletes. Injuries can happen. So don't try this at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is an exhibition match scheduled for one fall. Would you welcome to the ring, firstly weighing in at 180 pounds, from Thirsk, North Yorkshire, Martin Kirby!
Well, this is a match that Martin Kirby has had in his future and that his opponent has wanted since the first episode of this season, when Martin Kirby turned his back on Joe Hendry by jumping off the apron and leaving Hendry victim to Yeston Reese and Kip Sabian. And that just illustrates the opportunity Kirby stole, not only from himself, but his opponent here in Joe Hendry.
And his opponent, weighing in at 229 pounds, the pride of Scotland, Joe Hendry!
Joe Hendry makes things better, and he's all it takes to request. Joe Hendry makes things better for everyone on WOS.
And here he is, the man that is seeking to get some retribution against his tag team partner for an evening, and this audience having fun.
A literal wave of appreciation for the decorated athlete, the prestigious one, Joe Hendry.
You see, this makes no sense at all to me. Let's face it, Kirby walked out on Joe Hendry in the tag team tournament, so Joe Hendry should be furious with him. He should be wanting to tear him from limb to limb. Yeah, he comes out here smiling and singing. I don't understand the man.
Is it my imagination, but each week the crowd seem to be digging that song more and more. This one isn't about fun and games, it's about redemption, because as much as Joe Hendry is smiling, he wants to prove a point to Martin Kirby, and this one is going to get real in a heartbeat.
And of course, he's still got to have some animosity toward Martin Kirby, but he is a fierce competitor.
Kirby has the meanness advantage, and I think that's going to be crucial in this matchup.
Kirby is a veteran in this business, and as polished as he looks, Joe Hendry is relatively a newcomer, and this is a grudge match.
Apparently Kirby does not play well with others.
Bit of a crybaby, if you ask me. Now taking his anger out on these WOS fans.
Okay, you think you'll be strong at your rest, are you? We'll see. Come on then, let's go amateur!
On to amateur wrestling here.
Taking him for a ride.
That was a very dumb move by Kirby. He was challenging Hendry to some amateur wrestling. That was a bad move. This guy went to the Commonwealth Games. Have I mentioned that?
I don't think you've mentioned it enough. It's an amazing feat by Joe Hendry.
Talking of feet, those feet send Hendry up and over as Kirby charges, snap mare, and now look at this, head of steam by Joe Hendry in a shoulder tackle.
Look at this, Joe Hendry all over Martin Kirby at the early stage of this match. Martin Kirby can barely stand up now.
He just rocked my Welsh. The commentary tables are shaking.
Just when you think he can't be any angrier, You know, I spoke to him backstage. He told me his monikers are the Ego Dragon, Mr. Bad Attitude. Now, a bad attitude, that I can agree with.
Project Ego himself, Martin Kirby, and you know, he needs to take a walk on the outside here, regroup, gather his thoughts, come up with a new strategy, because the one he came into this match with simply was not working. Look at this, the chase is on.
And Hendry got suckered in there, and there's that experience, but no. Hendry knew what was coming.
Yeah, former tag team partners perhaps had him scouted on that one, and there we go. Strike to the side of the head, takes all the steam out of the pride of Scotland, Joe Hendry.
And Kirby forced Joe Hendry to play his game, and with someone as sneaky and, I guess, unorthodox in his rule breaking, that's never a good move.
And is that the breathing room that Martin Kirby needed to establish some dominance in this matchup?
Attitude or not, though, his moveset is really impressive.
Yeah, let's face it, you're never going to be able to go hole for hole with a man like Joe Hendry. This unorthodox strategy of Martin Kirby seems to be working now. He's figured it out.
Don't forget, coming up next on WOS, our tag team tournament continues with 2 new teams gunning for the gold. And still to come in our main event, it's the moment Justin Sysum has been waiting for as he goes head-to-head with Rampage for a shot at the heavyweight title. Look at this, out of the corner goes Joe Hendry, and he hits hard. That runs straight into that huge clothesline by Hendry.
Perhaps a little too much showbiz there from Martin Kirby.
Sunset flip, double leg Nelson. Just a 2? Yeah, just a 2. It's going to take a lot more than that to... Oh, and a schoolboy roll-up. He's going for every kind of pin he can.
Once again, these freestyle moves of Joe Hendry.
Oh, and a spine buster. Oh, that does not look good for Hendry. We spoke about before just how proficient Kirby is in that ring. We're seeing it, and Hendry's feeling it now. Kirby going for something here, and look at this. Well, talk about showboating. This is bizarre.
Go. Taking a walk along the tightrope. Too much time, though. Joe Hendry moving out of danger in time.
And
getting himself together, and here we go.
And that was the opening that Hendry needed. Look at this. He's waited weeks for this match, and he's not going to let the opportunity go to wait for him on that breaker.
Some smash mouth offense of his own. This could be it right here.
It's obvious now that they're still not over their argument, which cost them the win on the tag team tournament.
Oh, you think so, Val? Well, you can tell that by the way they're smacking each other around the ring.
Well, just think if Kirby hadn't jumped off that apron instead of facing each other, they could have been in the finals, which we're going to see next. But
look at this, the athleticism and the power of Joe Hendry. We've seen that before. The fall away slam. That could be enough to put away Martin Kirby.
Just wow, but does he have the energy to make the cover? He does. It's a 2 and it's not a 3. I tell you, the 3 count was so close, but not close enough.
Yeah, this is at the point in the match where this could go either way. Both men have absorbed a lot of punishment here. It looks like Martin Kirby is actually begging off at this stage.
He's had enough.
Up and over goes Martin Kirby, runs to the other side. Look at the speed and the agility, and look at the smarts of Joe Hendry, catches his opponent.
Just too fast for Martin Kirby. Martin Kirby trying every trick in his playbook to catch Joe Hendry. And look at this, jawbreaker.
Skull to the chin of Joe Hendry, comes off, and look at that. Ooh. Leg lariat to the back of the head. The referee comes down. This could be it. This could be it, and it's not.
As serious as this competition is, it's so much fun to watch.
Oh, Hendry is still in this one, but for how long? Off the ropes, he gets sent, he reverses, Kirby comes in, ducks a clothesline, charges back, ducks a second clothesline, and he catches him in that move once again.
Here we go, once again the fall-away slam. Oh, scouted, landed on his feet.
Oh, and an enziguri.
Oh, we've seen that before, the stop to the face.
He went to the well once too often, and now he's calling for the Kirby bomb. Hendry comes out, and it looks like he's going for that Hendry lock. It's the ankle lock variation, and he's got it, he's got it, he's got it.
He's not got it locked in, though, and look at that, Kirby wisely getting to the ropes. Referee breaking this hole, but is the damage already done? to the ankle of Martin Kirby. You can just see how this is going. Joe Hendry going for that ankle lock. Joe Hendry lock, as he calls it.
Oh, look at this feet on the ropes. The referee hasn't seen it. Oh, what? Oh, just like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Martin Kirby!
Well, a freestyle amateur wrestler like Joe Hendry is not pinned easily, but put your feet on the rope and that will certainly help you. Martin Kirby, what a genius move from the man.
WOS continues with our tag team title tournament. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing to you firstly, weighing in a combined total of 359 pounds, BT Gunn and Stevie Boy!
I'll tell you what, Val, I've been looking forward to seeing these two young men, a completely different look in the WOS arena, BT Gunn and Stevie Boy.
Definitely, the energy is high with these two. We can expect big things from them here tonight.
And their opponents weighing in a combined total of 397 pounds, Brad Slayer and CJ Banks!
We know all about CJ Banks. He's been flanking our champ Rampage over the last couple of weeks, but Brad Slayer is a new name and a new face at the WOS arena. Let's see what he's got tonight.
It's hard to recognize CJ Banks without Sha Samuels and Rampage around him, isn't it?
There is so much talent overflowing on the British Isles that you just need to give people opportunities. Only so many people can battle for the heavyweight championship. All these people knocking on my door wanting shots at championships, wanting the spotlight that WOS Wrestling provides. And this tag team tournament will provide a great spotlight for whoever the winners may be.
We're talking a great shoulder tackle there by CJ Banks, who hits the ropes. And we've got a crisscross in the early going and a second shoulder tackle.
The pressure is certainly on here with these four men to advance to the tag team titles.
And I've got to tell you something I immediately knows about these two teams. When you get a tag team who have matching gear, who worked together before, it always bodes well versus a team that perhaps are teaming together the first time like CJ Banks and Brad Slayer.
Up and over goes BT Gunn. Sends CJ Banks charging into the corner. Into the corner goes Gunn himself. Catches a foot, and this does not look good for the Scot, who comes straight back.
Highly respected wrestler is BT Gunn here on the British scene.
Big second rope drop kick there. Linsky down for the cover. It's a 2, and that's all it is.
This match is essentially Scotland versus England, and England not looking too good right now.
Aesthetically speaking, I really love the look of BT Gunn and Stevie Boy here.
I've noticed you like a look of a lot of the guys, Val. That seems to be a common theme in this show.
They've got fun gear, bit of makeup. You could use some of that makeup, Stu. Maybe make you lighten up a little bit. A little rouge on you.
There's only so many shades of grey, Val.
Yeah, look at Stevie Boy. He's in a world of pain, that ear getting pulled. He knows every dirty trick in the book of CJ Banks.
Ear pulling is in his arsenal.
And Val, bit of inside information you've got. You told me earlier that Stevie Boy was in a relationship with one of our female roster.
With Kaylee Ray, our women's champion. And I'm so glad you brought that up because some of the hot goss I've been getting some intel in the back. Actually, he is the reason that Kaylee Ray got into wrestling. Here we go. Oh, almost had him there. So if it wasn't for Stevie Ray, you could argue that we wouldn't have our women's champion competing here.
I guarantee that Stevie Ray wants to match his girl.
Right.
Kaylee Ray, he wants to bring home a title too.
They could be the ultimate power couple here in WOS. I would love to see that.
Don't forget Will Ospreay and B. Priestley, of course.
And something we have to point out here, look at the quick tags between the team of BT Gunn and Stevie Boy, whereas CJ Banks has been isolated in this match. Just goes to show you the great tag team cohesion that these two Scotsmen have.
That could be it. That could be it. Oh, and CJ Banks kicks out. I think you're absolutely right there, Stu. The fact that these two have matching wrestling attire shows how much they think as a team, and we saw it there with that explosive offense.
See, fashion matters. That's all I'm saying.
They know each other well. They work like a well-oiled machine, and Brad Slayer in the corner, I don't even think he's been in this match yet.
Oh.
It's hard to make a name for yourself when CJ Banks has been taking this punishment. Ooh, from BT Gunn, and now Stevie Boy.
That was the most unique back and forth tagging I may have ever seen.
As we said, CJ Banks is so used to working on his own. He flies solo usually. He's not used to looking for a tag. It might be over here. It's not in his instinct to go and make a tag, that's for sure.
Used to working alone unless he's accompanying Rampage everywhere and anywhere. Can I point that out?
Everybody wants to be seen with the champ, Val.
Oh. And look at that. Out to the outside goes Stevie Boy. And referee Steve Linsky doing the job there, making sure CJ Banks gets back, but look on the outside.
Finally, Brad Slayer involved behind the referee's back.
Well, you do have to make a name for yourself. I will say that about Brad Slayer. He's going to involve himself whether they like it or not.
Brad Slayer, this young man, underneath the CJ Banks learning tree, and it almost paid off there.
Finally, CJ Banks decides to tag out, and then we are going to have a look at Brad Slayer. Let's see what this young man has.
Brad Slayer's not exactly earning brownie points from this crowd after that kerfuffle on ringside there.
Brad Slayer, a big man. He must be 6'3", 6'4", I'm guessing 240 pounds.
One of these teams will go to the next round of this history-making WOS Tag Team Title Tournament.
You're absolutely right, Alex. Yestin Reese and Kip Sabian already qualified. Adam Maxted and Nathan Cruz already qualified. Who will be the next team to join them in the semi-finals?
Shades of the legendary Dynamite Kid there with that snap suplex by CJ Banks and just a two. And talking of titles, do not forget, your main event is one you do not want to miss. Rampage defends that belt against Justin Sysum before the end of this program.
There we go. And now we look at the cohesive unit that is the CJ Banks and Brad Slayer.
I mean, Stevie Boy and BT Gunn certainly have the respect of the fans here in the WOS arena.
Respect means nothing, Val. It's all about who wins the match. And right now, I'd suggest Brad Slayer and CJ Banks are in complete control.
Oh, he gets it!
Finally, here comes BT Gunn.
Some way, BT Gunn, the freshman, is in there, and he is exploding.
BT Gunn on fire here. Hits the ropes, comes back, backflip, lands on his feet, and a huge super kick to the midsection, comes back into Gory, and Slayer's in trouble.
BT Gunn on fire. This crowd firmly behind him. CJ Banks down in the corner, Brad Slayer in the other corner. And BT Gunn in complete control. This is a masterclass. Springing flatline.
And Slayer there. Caught BT Gunn unawares, up on the shoulders into a fireman's carry. Goes BT Gunn, who lands behind Slayer. What's going to happen here? And look at this tag team offense.
Cream and sugar, that's gotta hurt. These fans are so behind BT Gunn and Stevie Boy. Can they pull it off?
Stevie Boy recovered. I don't know if it's Wise going to the top rope. What is going on here?
Stevie Boy and BT Gunn advance in this tournament.
Amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners are BT Gunn and Stevie Boy.
Hats off to BT Gunn and Stevie Boy. That was impressive. The cohesiveness of that unit pulled through in the end.
That was electric, and I think these two have a real chance of becoming tag team champions. Now, last week, we saw Gabriel Kidd seize a huge opportunity by winning our ladder match, but Stu, we don't even know what that opportunity is yet.
I've told you time and time again, this is a big opportunity, and when I say big, it is the biggest opportunity in all of British wrestling.
Introducing to you firstly, weighing in at 189 pounds, all the way from Nottingham, Gabriel Kidd.
Well, Gabriel Kidd impressed everybody. This young man did everything he could to seize that opportunity and impress the world in the process. I believe Gabriel Kidd is ready for it.
And his opponent, weighing in at 36 stone.
What?
His
What?
birthplace is unknown. It's Grado!
Oh, I mean, you said a big opportunity. What?
I didn't lie, did I, Alex? That's 36 stone off the break. Crater.
Is this your idea of a joke?
What an absolute monster. And just check out the look on Gabriel Kidd's face. It's tough love. I'm trying to teach Gabriel Kidd what this business is about. I'm trying to toughen the man up.
I don't know why we were expecting fair competition. Stu, you did keep referencing a huge opportunity. You meant that literally.
Was I wrong, Val? Are you calling me a liar? Look at the size of it. Look at the goal.
Look at the expression on Gabriel Kidd's face. How could you do this, Stu? Come on.
Things look bleak for Gabriel Kidd. He came out here all wide-eyed.
How can you laugh at this? This is not what WOS is supposed to be about. It's about giving young men like Gabriel Kidd, who've worked since he was a child, to finally get into the wrestling business, to build British wrestling back onto television.
It's about entertainment,
for
Alex.
personal vendettas.
This is entertainment. I don't have a vendetta.
Why would you do this to him? Look at the size of Crater, 36 stone. He is a man mountain. And, I mean, Gabriel Kidd, good luck to him, but this could end his career.
He could eat Gabriel Kidd alive.
Even for you, Stu, this is low. Thank goodness the cameras are not on you to catch the smirk and the pure elation on your face right now as you watch Crater versus the amazing Gabriel Kidd. 20 years old, this kid.
There's not many things in life that I find humorous, but Schadenfreude is my absolute favorite form of comedy, and that's what we're getting right here.
I'm going to apologize to the audience sitting at home because
Honestly.
I'm here to do a job and I will be professional and do that job. But I'm going to put it down for the record that this is possibly the most disgusting thing I've ever seen by an executive in a pro wrestling company.
Come off it, Alex. This is a tough business. If you want to succeed here, you've got to take your rough chops, and that's exactly what Gabriel Kidd is going to receive tonight. And to be fair to him, he's got a good start, but...
And Kidd fights off with those uppercuts and forearms and straight into this.
All we can do is have faith in the talent of Gabriel Kidd, the heart of Gabriel Kidd that might make him see it through this match, but it's not looking good.
Oh, what a treat we are getting here in the WOS arena. Who do you think's going to win, Val?
Hilarious. You're enjoying yours. He's enjoying this, Alex.
It's a 50-50 if you ask me. How old did you say Gabriel Kidd was?
20 years old.
20, a millennial. These millennials have it too easy these days. When I was a lad, we had it a lot tougher. And all of my opponents, when I was a lad, were 36 stone. Just like that. They were all tough. And I had to walk to the buildings. I didn't get a cab.
What, the snow?
Yeah, in the
All I can hear in my
Anyway.
headsets is white noise, nonsense and venom.
Yeah, cool story, Grandpa.
This is Gabriel Kidd trying to do something to earn himself a place on worldwide television here in Great Britain, and I'm worried for the health of this young man.
Crater hasn't even broken sweat. That's how easy this has been.
Dude, did you even think about the fact that Gabriel Kidd's friends and family could be watching this?
No,
right
I
now?
didn't. That makes it even funnier. Thank you, Val.
I'm helping
That's
the situation
fantastic.
somehow.
I mean, Tom Scarborough is trying to keep Crater back, but this is like a cat playing with a mouse. But it's not a mouse, and it's not a cat. It's Gabriel Kidd and a 36-stone giant. Oh.
How badly do you want to be a wrestler now, Gabriel Kidd?
Where did you find this guy?
It's a rough business, Val, and unfortunately for young Gabriel Kidd, he's learning that the hard way.
Oh, look at this, a bear hug here. And look at the tree trunk-sized arms of Crater around the waist of Gabriel Kidd, and it's only a matter of time. Gabriel Kidd may just pass out here. I mean, you can't honestly believe that. We've seen some of the best wrestling in the world right now, and what you've done is you've essentially orchestrated a one-sided massacre of Gabriel Kidd.
Hey, look at this.
Hold on.
We can only hope with the young fans here.
Hold on. Gabriel Kidd is fighting back, and I can't believe what we're seeing. This young man is still in this one arm, straight into a floor.
Sometimes in life, Alex, you just need to know when you are beaten.
Come on, Gabriel Kidd.
All Gabriel Kidd did there was just anger the big man.
And they're still going. Gabriel Kidd, I mean, if I was Tom Scarborough, I would finish this one now.
Right. Look at the look of pure anguish on the face of Gabriel Kidd. British Indie scene.
Hold on. Oh,
Jesus
that's it.
crackers. Oh, my God.
In the corner.
Crater seems to just be taking his time with this kid.
Gabriel Kidd struggling to catch his breath here. He has no idea where he's at. He's a la-la-la.
This is hard to watch, Alex. It's hard to watch.
Oh, he goes for a choke slam here. Up and down goes Gabriel Kidd. And it's only a matter of time.
Please
only
end
a
this.
matter of time.
He could pin him right now.
End
He
this,
could
please.
pin him right now.
Oh, Kratos looks like he's setting up for something. And this does not look, no way. Is he gonna, oh my word! And that one was academic. Kratos wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is Kratos!
Do you feel good about yourself, Stu? How do you feel? How are you going to sleep tonight?
He pinned him for 3, Val, but he could have got 300 there, and he still wouldn't have kicked out.
And I think we're going to need to get a paramedic for Gabriel Kidd. This young man, not only has he not moved, but he's just endured possibly the worst punishment of anyone since we came back to national television.
Maybe this was fun for you, but now that there's a stretcher involved, how do you feel?
Gabriel Kidd has my deepest sympathies. I'll get my PA Judy to send him a get well soon card.
If you're sat at home and you've just tuned in, this is a time to remind you that all wrestlers are highly trained professional athletes. Please do not attempt to do anything that you see in this program, and I think this young man deserves a round of applause from this audience. Well, we'll keep you updated on this situation when we return from the break. But coming up next, worlds will collide. Rampage defends his WOS title against Justin Sysum. Don't you dare go anywhere. To the WOS arena, and shocking scenes before the commercial break with Gabriel Kidd getting taken out on a stretcher.
Yeah, well, it's time to forget about Gabriel Kidd because we are about to enter our main event. The WOS Heavyweight Championship is on the line as the champ Rampage takes on Justin Sysum.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Would you welcome to the ring, firstly, the challenger weighing in at 210 pounds. He's the wrestling pride of the West Country, Justin Sysum!
The moment has finally come for the best pure athlete in British professional wrestling today, because Justin Sysum gets his opportunity at WOS Gold, but what a mountain he must climb in the shape and form of Rampage, our champion.
And his opponent, the reigning and defending WOS champion, it's Rampage!
Well, Stu, the man about to make his way to the ring is the man that you handpicked as champion, and I hope you're proud of him.
I think that is a disgraceful insinuation. Alex, I didn't handpick anyone. He won a 5-way elimination match to enter himself for a chance to win the title, which was held by Grado, and he won it fair and square. That is a man we should all be proud of. I'll admit, Justin Sysum, he's an amazing athlete. He's been incredible. He deserves an opportunity for this title, but let me tell you, this might be his final opportunity.
It's going to take everything he can muster to walk out of this match with that title.
Just listen to those shots from Rampage, just brutalizing Justin Sysum.
Few mind games there by Sha Samuels, as always.
That shot to the gut just resonating around this arena. You hear an echo from it. That's how powerful it was.
Well, certain strikes are banned here in WOS, and that one looks suspect to me as Justin Sysum rolls down, ducks the clothesline, up to the top, quicker than a cat, and a crossbody, and we're getting started early.
Outstanding agility by Justin Sysum.
Justin Sysum, for a man of his size, has amazing agility, as you mentioned there, Val. You got to remember, a man of that size, the impact is so much greater due to his additional weight.
And talking of impact, Justin Sysum comes back, slides through the legs. Rampage Brown hits the ropes, comes back, leapfrog there by Justin, and a huge drop kick sends the champion down.
I'm going to tell you, I am blown away by the speed and agility of Justin Sysum, man. I knew he was good, but he's showing me something else tonight.
I'm so glad you're seeing what we're seeing. I love this fast-paced action.
Justin Sysum using that strength, using that speed, and getting the advantage on the champion back. How long can it last for, Val?
Good point, Alex.
And you spoke to Justin Sysum earlier. How did he feel going into such an important contest?
You know, Justin Sysum is such a nice guy, first of all. I think it's another reason that the fans really, really take to him. He's the hero that we all need, like I said. He appeals to young fans, older fans, fans that have been watching for a long time, and our new fan base. But Justin Sysum, you know, he's the type of guy that goes into these matches with confidence, not arrogance like Rampage. Confidence. There's a big difference there, Stu.
That's a great quote, Val, but I would like to know just how confident he feels right now, because Rampage is mauling him.
After that clothesline, the only thing he's likely to feel is numb.
Yeah, there's nothing pretty about what Rampage does, but it is effective. It's just good old-fashioned smash-mouth wrestling.
Absolute powerhouse is Rampage.
Now, and look at Justin Sysum exploding. The resilience of Justin Sysum has to be spoken about.
The challenger runs into that huge size 12 boot of the champion, but he gets caught there with a side suplex, and you know what Justin's going for. That incredible 450 splash.
Yeah, Rampage needs to get out of there in the worst way. We've seen the damage this move can cause.
What is this?
Hold on, look at Sha Samuels distracting Steve Linsky, and that gives the opportunity to CJ Banks to throw Sysum off the top.
Referee Steve Linsky didn't see a thing. Come on, Steve.
Oh, it's not a one-on-one, it's a three-on-one, and look at this. By Rampage there. Oh.
Beautiful from Rampage.
Uranagi slam by the champion. And now Justin Sysum is in a whole world of trouble. It's a 2, but not a 3.
Well, thank goodness.
I see you on that landing. Justin Sysum felt thunderbolts zapping down his spinal column.
More outside interference from the army of goons of Rampage. CJ Banks and Sha Samuels just jaw-jacking the crowd. Proud of what they've done.
And Stu, I have to ask a question. Steve Linsky seems to be unable to do, Stu's ready to back anything to send Sha and CJ Banks back to the locker room area. Have you given them some kind of order that he's not allowed to? Why are they staying here?
Well, I think he's doing a great job officiating this match. There's so many moving parts, Alex. Being a referee is a tough job, and I have to defend referee Steve Linsky there.
That's the only time I've ever heard you defend Steve Linsky.
Sometimes I find him, sometimes I bonus him. We'll see how it goes tonight.
Interesting.
Bear hug there by Rampage. The second time we've seen a bear hug thus far. Remember, Crater and Gabriel Kidd, we mentioned it earlier. that was something to behold. The challenger comes back elbow, and a second, and a third. And now he hits the ropes, comes back, and Rampage up and down with a spine buster.
Even Rampage has to be impressed with Justin Sysum here.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I've got to be honest with you, Val. I wouldn't have put Justin Sysum in this match if he wasn't a credible challenger. This is the WOS Heavyweight Championship. This is a title that wrestlers around the world would love to hold.
So as amazing as Justin Sysum is doing, you would prefer some credit to putting him in this match. Am I hearing that right?
Absolutely. I'm doing a great job as the exec. That's my job, is to make this an amazing show, and you've got to hand it to me. I'm doing an incredible job, because what a main event we are getting to.
And Rampage now. For this one to finish, Rampage will be looking for that implant DDT. Justin will be looking for the discus clothesline or the 450 splash, and this pile driver.
Might be over a pile driver here.
It's banned here in WOS.
Check it out!
Wow.
Rampage sent flying into the turnbuckle.
Slingshot. I think Rampage's head hit the steel post in the corner there.
Sysum's groggy, but he's still in it.
Both men looking groggy here, but somehow Rampage lifting up that boot and stopping Sysum's progression.
Clothesline there by the challenger. And a second. And now, Justin Sysum is coming back into the ropes in a huge flying clothesline.
That was beautiful.
It's clearly turned in this one. It's breaking down. Carries on like this, we could be getting a new champion.
He certainly has the heart of a champion, that's for sure.
Huge overhead suplex. Could this be all? Sysum goes for the cover. 2.5. And Rampage is still the champ.
Late kick out from Rampage. But he's still in this fight. The champion clinging on at this point. And what a 180 this match has done.
If you're just tuning in, what you are seeing is not the past, but the present British wrestling stars on your television competing for the most important prize in British wrestling today, the WOS Championship. And look at this. Oh, Justin Sysum up and over, both windows to the outside.
Clothesline over the top rope, and we've said Justin Sysum is a real-life superhero. He's certainly performed that way in this one. Referee Steve Linsky counting this one down. We get to 10. This is a double counter, and of course the champ will retain.
I hope he's keeping his eyes on Sha Samuels and CJ Banks, who seem to be strategizing there on the outside.
Sysum, the first to his feet here. Is he going to get in? He goes straight back to Rampage, and they're on the outside. This is dangerous for us,
Coming out
guys.
right in front of us. Rampage back in the ring. Justin Sysum laid out again.
An 8 count there by Linsky. Justin's about to get in, and it looks like Wickens. And CJ Banks had the leg.
There we go. I don't think he made it back in.
Steve Linsky
The referee got to 10. Counted out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still WOS champion, Rampage!
Champion retains once again. What a performance from Rampage.
CJ Banks held the leg of Justin Sysum. I saw it.
To be
And
said.
the referee Steve Linsky went
Justin
to...
Sysum, a great performance. I don't like a sore loser, though. That was a great performance.
Come on, Stu.
The champion won fair and square.
You need glasses?
It was right in front of you, Stu. It was CJ Banks.
All is fair in love and war, as they say, Alex.
Oh, he was robbed. Well, whatever happened just there, we're almost out of time. Rampage retains the WOS Championship.
Well, I have a feeling that Justin Sysum will be hot on his heels. He was absolutely cheated here tonight. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We will see you next week for more WOS Wrestling.
Next week, the aerial assassin Will Ospreay returns against Mr. Bad Attitude himself. The high-flying queen of the women's division puts her title on the line, and there's another huge battle brewing in the race to rumble with Rampage. Plus, be afraid. Be very afraid. Whoever dares stand before Crater.